Jag Squad, come on in. Oh, I look a mess. Come on in. All right. What can this? Hey, Nick. Thank you, Nick. Hey, Nick. Nick, something I was just thinking about you. Oh, if the peoples come in here, and say something, you know what to do, Nick. We ain't nobody beefing with them. Ain't nobody, just discontinue them. Right? Just discontinue them. That's it. Just discontinue them. Yeah, just discontinue them. Nick, I don't know where my peeps at. Come on through here. Yeah, I know you do, Nick. Just discontinue. Hey, Kimmy, I miss you, Kimmy. I know. I was just about to tell you. Listen, she's live right now on somebody else's platform. She's live right now on somebody else's platform, child. And I just seen her husband's gonna be interviewed. You know, her husband don't never talk. Hey, Elle. Her husband don't never talk. He's getting ready to be interviewed by Street Styles. I guess that's let me see it, because I just was looking at it. They did a promo for it. See, I got to get Real Life Productions, yeah. Real Life Productions. Her husband Goomba. They showed a promo. Don't know when he's actually going to interview, but he talking crazy. And he looked like Jag. She was on, yeah. I was just looking at it because it was her and the boy from off of Chasing Dallas or Chasing Atlanta, one of the gay boys. Hey, Nina. Hey, y'all. Come on up in through here, y'all. Let me tell y'all. Y'all know I ate a little while ago, right? And I got nigga-itis, right? And I was like, no, can't do this, Jack. You can't do this. You can't do this to the people. So that's why I got on a hat. I'm just trying to, make do, y'all. Just trying to make do. But yeah, I just saw her. Let me see. I was just looking at it on Night and Day. I guess that's the name of who I was watching, Night and Day. I don't know. But the guy from off his name is T-Pain, not T-Pain, somebody, King Pain. The gay guy, King Pain, was talking with her. And so she got out. She did 9 days, she said. And they moved some paperwork around. So when she left jail, she'd have to go to the hospital. Listen. And I was looking at some comments. Somebody in the comments said they know Carbon Nation. I guess they might have been involved with him or something. They said the husband is doing right by being cautious about Solar, right? Now the husband the promo was only a minute long. The husband is on the couch and it's just like Jaguars in his body. They like the same people, right? And he was talking crazy and he had a gun. Right? Yeah. You saw it, and he had the gun, and he said he told dude he'd take the gun, and he said he's military trained, and he always talked about how he military. Like I would be afraid of somebody who always ready to go. He ready to kill. He's a trained killer. That's what he be saying. Like he's a trained killer. I don't want to be around him because at any moment you could lose your mind, and I would be the target, right? And he was talking tough. If you didn't know no better, you would think you'd be leery of him. He was talking from the gut. It was from the gut. He was talking tough, right? I just think it's a disaster, right? When two crazies get together. I just think it's just a disaster, right? Yeah, I know it. You got to. Yeah, I'm saying. And he talks about the gun. He said everybody know. And so he was saying, this was just a promo now. I'm going to have to, I don't know who these, the people is, Real Styles Productions. I'm going to have to subscribe to them so I can watch it. He said if I ain't already, he said he's been trained to go. And everybody know he keep one in the chamber. That's what he said. From the he said it from the gut. You know, he was talking from the gut. Like, I wouldn't even want to talk to him. I'd be scared in the room with him, right? He said, everybody know he keep one in the chamber. And he was talking to Solar, and he was like, who sent you? Why you here? Now, I don't think, this is what I believe. I could be wrong, but y'all know I do street psychology, right? I don't believe Jaguar would, she couldn't be in a cult. She's too much of her own person to be down with a cult. Now then, let's say old boy get out. What his name was, I forgot his name right now. Let's say he get out because he's trying to get his bond lowered down here in Fulton County, right? Let's say he get out. Let's say he get out. No, he don't, but he got it. He was showing it. Let's say he get out. What Nature Boy? Let's say he get out, right? He's the head of the Carbon Nation cult. How would that go with Jaguar, such an alpha female, right? Such an alpha female, and then the alpha male. Hey, Lisa Marie. Hey. So we talking about Jaguar, right? Like, listen, this is like the saga that won't go away. You know, a lot of times something happened to you, right? You get an epiphany, you get an awakening, and you go somewhere and sit down and get yourself together, right? Not her. No. Look, I just said that, Elle. I just said that. Need to go sit down somewhere like, child. You know what I'm saying? You just stirring up ruckus. You just stirring up ruckus. You just shifting the energies all around, right? This is the wildest. This is the wildest. This is the wildest. And whatever interview she had, they say she got 1 million views more than Charleston White, you know. And, you know, it's a big thing, right? Listen. Listen. This is so bizarre. And so maybe she has a court date. I don't know. I'm going to have to look into it and see, you know, 'cause I just found this out a few minutes ago, that she was out. And maybe she, you know, what her stipulations are. Because I know you just can't roam free. It's got to be some stipulations, right? And where is the guy, Solar? Did he leave? I thought he had left and went somewhere, right? Like, people that live that nomadic, erratic life, that's too much for me. I need to have a place of peace. Even if even when I was in the streets, my home where my kids was always peaceful. I don't care thank you. I don't care. Yeah, she out, Lisa Marie. She's out she's on live. She's live right now with somebody. Who's that she live with? She's live with Night and Day Network. That's who she's live with right now, right? Very dramatic, right? But you know, I've never seen nothing like this. Like, at some point, you got to take a breather. Well, maybe she took a breather in the hospital, but that's still too dramatic. Sitting in the hospital, they asking you questions. That people try to talk to you, psychologists, psychiatrists, the police. You know, that's a lot of drama. Like, I can't listen. Like I said, even when I was in the streets and I was out there, my home was peaceful. When my kids was peaceful, my home did not represent what I was doing out there. Never did. You know what I'm saying? I remember sometimes people come to my house and it'd be so quiet. Where your kids at? In their room, looking at TV, getting ready for bed. Then had their dinner, they bath and they dinner, they ready for bed. I have friends, their kids be all up at 9 o'clock, you just not cooking dinner. I didn't have that type of household. Too toxic, yeah. Yeah, very. Like, I didn't have that type of household. I don't care what I was doing out there, and I was doing some stuff, right? My house didn't show it. You got to have a place of peace. You got to have a place of peace. Or you will always be all over the place. You'll always be all over the place. Your mind can't settle. Your mind need to settle at some point, right? Let me tell y'all something funny, right? Let me tell y'all this funny story. Ain't got nothing to do with Jaguar. Now, I have been eating chicken. Even if she's telling some truth, there's a way to go about it. Yeah. I had been eating chicken gizzards probably all my life, because I cut them up, put them in my dressing, and so on and so forth, right? Now, what I just realized is that chicken gizzards and chicken livers is 2 different things, right? Yes, she does. Chicken livers and chicken gizzards is 2 different things. I swear I didn't know that, right? All right. So I had some when I went to Golden Corral about a week or so ago. I was like, oh, they got chicken gizzards. Okay. I went to another restaurant. They had some. I said, okay, that's what they sell them down here, right? They don't really do that at home in Cleveland. So in a restaurant. So I bought some at the grocery store. Big old pack of them, right? For $5. I thought that was a steal. I could eat on that 2, 3, 4, 5 days, right? Make some rice and some gravy. Well, when I went to the recipe to see how to cook them, I knew you boil them, but to see, because I was going to boil them, and then instead of frying them in the skillet, I was going to boil them and then see if I could air fry them. So yeah, it was a recipe for the air fryer. Okay, cool. Right, because I try to use the air fryer as much as possible, right? So I looked up the chicken gizzards, right? That's when I realized chicken liver is chicken liver, chicken gizzard. I did not know that the chicken gizzard, this is after I done boiled them. I boiled them Saturday and Friday. I said I'm going to cook them Sunday. I boiled them, let them sit in the, simmer in the stuff, put them in the refrigerator. Chicken gizzards is an organ. It is the chicken stomach. That is this place where all the stuff they eat off the ground go. Right? So now I was telling my girlfriend this morning. I said, I'm not going to eat them. She said, you going to throw them away? Yes, I'm throwing them away. I did throw them away. I had a nice big pot. I had my gravy. I was going to make a big thing of rice and just going to have rice and gravy, probably some biscuits. I threw them away. Did not know again till today that organ meat is not good for you because it increases your blood pressure, right? So I threw away the big pot of chicken gizzards that I'd already cooked. I threw them away and will never eat them again. Now, I am not vegan. I like chicken and I eat turkey and I eat fish. But if I get to thinking about the chicken too much, I won't eat it. Now, I just had some chicken wings today in my air fryer a little while ago. Yeah, I threw them out, when I was disgusted with myself, right? I was disgusted. Like I said, I didn't eat them much before, but I liked them, and I would boil them, cut them up, and put them in my dressing, right? When I moved down south, even when I was in Charlotte, they would sell them in the restaurants. I was like, oh. So, nope, stopped eating chitlins about 15 years ago. I stopped eating chitlins a long time ago. I stopped eating chitlins before I stopped eating pork and beef. I stopped eating chitlins because it was a guy at my church who somebody cooked him some chitlins. You know how church folk is. Somebody cooked him some chitlins. He had a stroke, right? He had a stroke. Recovered from that, even though one side was messed up, right? Child, the next holiday, let's say that was Thanksgiving. Christmas, somebody cooked him some, and he had another stroke on the other side. I ain't fooled with him since. I did not know. I didn't know. And I stopped eating souse meat too. And I stopped eating souse meat years ago too. And souse meat back then, I don't know what it is now. It was $10.99 a pound, like it was steak or something. So I stopped eating that. Right now, I like pork. I just haven't eaten it in a long time. Maybe other day I had a little piece of ham. Sometimes I get a little piece of ham if I'm somewhere. Like today, I was tempted to buy some little cubed ham and make some rice. I was like, nah, Jack, you go went out your mind, right? But I do miss barbecue ribs. I want a rib bone. I want 2 rib bones. That's it. Yeah, they're good. The chitlins is good. It's just that I'm older and I already had high blood pressure, right? After the first stroke, chitlins would have been out. Exactly. Hey, mommy. Hi, Mammy Bear. Listen, for me too, like, I don't understand. Listen, I know people at home, like I know this girl. She was on oxygen. I know somebody else. My friend just told me somebody else we know on oxygen, right? You know, when you're on oxygen, you're not supposed to smoke. Blow yourself up, right? She was on oxygen and still smoking. Her husband went to the store, came back, she was dead on the floor, right? She was in her 50s early, right? I'm one of them people. See, I know better because I used to be a nurse. I know better, right? So when you know better, you do better because I want to live. So by me being a diabetic, when you're a diabetic, you're prone to all these illnesses anyway, right? So I keep, I limit a lot of stuff, right? And what I couldn't limit until recently was the sweets. I didn't know that either about gizzards and had started to buy some. That's what my friend told me today. She went to Lee's Chicken. When I was telling her about it, she said she went to Lee's Chicken the other day. But when she went and got them, they was too big. She was like, I don't know what this is, but I ain't fooling with them, right? Yeah, I am not. I just threw that pot away. I threw them gizzards away. And then I had some, I had thawed out some meat, 2 packs of meat in my freezer, right? I had them in bags. So one was the chicken wings, which is what I ate today. The other one, child, was the rest of the gizzards. I put them right in the garbage. I put them things right in the garbage. I don't want the stomach. I don't want the stomach. We eating the wing, the leg, the breast. I don't want to eat the stomach. I don't want to eat the stomach. Because at first I thought the gizzard was the neck part. I wasn't too cool about that because everything they eat go through the neck. I was a little funny about that yesterday. But as I got to looking at the recipe, I said, the stomach? I don't want that. Oh, let me tell you, Elle, how you do the air fryer. Now, I'm going to do another tutorial. I did one way back when I first got it. That was when I first started the YouTube, like last year, year before, right? So, let me tell you this. I can't put the pictures up like right here now. So let me tell you this. So you get with the air fryer. Do you have the air fryer that look like an oven with the shells? Or do you have the basket? I don't particularly like the basket. I have the one with the shells like an oven, right? But the same thing applies, I'm sure. So what you do is get a bag of chicken fry. You don't use flour. Don't even use flour when you cook it in grease. Flour is obsolete. Don't use flour no more because it's too heavy and it make all that stuff in your grease. So you get a bag of chicken fry, which is real cheap, like $1 something, right? You got the shells, good. That's the good kind. So you get the bag of chicken fry. Hopefully you can find the seasoned one. If you find the seasoned bag of chicken fry, you don't even have to put no seasoning on it. I mean nothing. Don't put nothing on it because the seasoning is in there. If you do, it's gonna be too much, right? I did that once before. So now. You got the bag of chicken fry. You got you some olive oil, right? Now, what I bought was a container that squeezed the olive oil out. Let me tell you where I got this recipe from. It was an old black lady with fat arms on YouTube, and she was telling us how to. Yeah, you do, Keitha. Hey, Keitha. I'm gonna talk about that in just 1 second. So. She gave the recipe on how to make your chicken wings crispy. Let me tell y'all something. When I tell y'all this, y'all gonna do it. You don't never want them in the grease again because they're crispy, right? So you got the bag of chicken fry. You got your squeeze bottle with the olive oil in it. You can even use regular oil, but I use olive oil, right? And then you clean them, dry them, put them in the chicken fry. Now, what I bought, because this lady on the YouTube had it, was a breader bowl. I had never heard of a breader bowl. We put our stuff in a bag, shake it up. Well, I'm going to tell you what the bag does. The bag puts too much on it. That's why you have the breader bowl, right? Somebody said birds in their house and the birds died from using it. What, Sabrina? Was they in the air fryer? Okay, well, listen. So, you got the olive oil in the bottle. You got the chicken fry, and you put that in the breader bowl. Now the breader bowl has a grate on the top of it. You got a lid, so you shake it up in that bowl, right? So all the extra breading is not on the chicken. It makes it fine coated, right? You put it on the rack. Squeeze a little olive oil on it, right? Just lightly, right? Now, if you look at the recipe with your air fryer, it's going to say 20 minutes. That's white folk recipe. We like our stuff crispy. So put it in 30 minutes, maybe 35, depending on the size of the wings and how crispy you like it, right? But halfway through, you turn the wings over, spray a little more olive oil on them, and put them back in there and let them done. Like I said, you may like yours at 30 minutes, you may like them at 35 minutes, you may like them at 40 minutes, depending on how many also are in the air fryer, right? What you say? He wasn't in it. Oh, okay. For breathing the fumes. Oh, okay. So you put your wings in there, like I said, for 25, 30, 35 minutes, whatever you like. I like mine's crispy. I wish I could show y'all the pictures. They come out beautiful. I just ate some. Come out beautiful. And I was a good chicken wing fryer. I deep fried my wings. Matter of fact, I don't even use my deep fryer. I deep fried my chicken wings, and they come out. I love deep fried chicken wings, right? But now that I have this recipe, yeah, Lisa Marie, yeah, because they don't, because with your air fryer they give you a recipe book, but we got to put our spin on it, right? Because the first time I did it, actually I listened to what the lady said on the YouTube channel, black lady, right, with the fat arms. She was cooking up in her kitchen, right? And I went immediately when I saw that, ordered matter of fact, Amazon and Walmart. I went right to Walmart, found the breader box and the squirter bottle, put my olive oil in there, got the breader box of chicken fry. I've been using that for the last almost 2 years. As I learned it during the COVID. Yeah. Fried wings and franks. Red hot sauce. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. So that's how you make the chicken wings crispy. Now, I have cooked chicken breasts in there. And yesterday, I cooked chicken thighs. I had some boneless, skinless chicken thighs I told y'all about. I cooked them in there, and I'm going to tell you what I didn't like. Certain parts of the thigh didn't seem to get done like I wanted to. So I probably won't do that again. I'll probably put those in the grease so it could cook evenly. It wasn't cooked evenly. But the breasts cook well. I wouldn't cook legs in it. Like I bought some legs today. I won't cook those in the air fryer either. I'm put them in the grease, light grease or whatever, right? But the air fryer, listen, I've cooked fish in there. I've made egg rolls, perfect. You know, grease them up, squirt it, and put them in there. They crispy, everything, right? Just like I said, if you got an air fryer, there's a recipe book come with it, or you Google it. I always Google them. I go to Food Network or whatever, or I just put it in air fried drumsticks, air fried whatever, and you see all the recipes, and then you just put our spin on it, how we like our food, right? Yeah, gotta be Frank's, and you know Frank's got an extra hot. Is y'all hip to the Frank's extra hot? It only come in a small bottle though. But anyway, listen, we got to eat healthier. If we had an air fryer 20 years ago, a lot of folks be still alive now. You know, I know people, my son and grandmother still use, y'all ready for this? She still use Crisco. I didn't even know they still sold it. She still use Crisco and it's sitting on her stove. All right? She's still using Crisco. I went to somebody's house and they had some lard. All that killed us back in the day. All that, we ain't got to do all that no more, right? But let me tell y'all something. Now, see, Jaguar, I don't believe, this is what I don't believe. I don't believe nobody going to try to kill her and nothing like that. They know she's crazy, right? I don't believe nobody's going to try to kill her. I just, because they just know that she's crazy, right? So, but she just talking. And what I want to know, you still, Nick, please tell me you ain't using no Crisco, child. You is not, for what? What you using it for? You don't use olive oil, or not even olive oil, canola oil or vegetable oil. You don't use the oils, you just digging into the, hold on, let me get this right. Let me get a good understanding. You dig it into the Crisco and put it in the skillet and let it get hot. Is that what you're doing, Neat? Tell me that ain't what you're doing, Neat. No, Neat. No. We got to, I'm going to have to take a meeting with you, Neat. We're going to have to rehabilitate you off the Crisco. That's the #1 artery clogger. No, ma'am. But anyway, Jaguar is just running off at her mouth. But I think that people just ain't paying her no attention. And I think that, because she know too much about everybody. How you know this about everybody? You know something about everybody. You wasn't everywhere all the time. Plus, that was back in the 90s, child. That was 30 years ago. And you ain't been nowhere. And then and you're saving it. Lord, you're saving the grease too. Neat. That is old school. Save the grease. Now tell me this, Neat. Tell me this. Hey, Dion, tell me if you using Crisco or you using oil. What you using? We got a dilemma going on right now. We trying to save Neat. We trying to save her. Is you using Crisco in the can, or is you using some oil? Please tell me you're using some oil. Jaguar's like, Monique, she keep talking, it doesn't make her. Exactly. And you know, somebody give you a little grace, right? They give you a little grace and you blow it and keep on talking. Like, shut the fuck up. Let me check y'all something. Did y'all see Toni on Instagram, child? When I seen Jaguar and the Carbonation people get together, I knew it was going, ooh, ain't that the truth? Two crazies colliding. That's a collision of crazy, right? But did y'all see Toni on Instagram? Let me tell y'all something. On the other day, she was on Instagram. She's a cute lady, right? She's a cute lady. And she had on some thongs, right? And she was laid on the bed with her butt in the air. I wish I knew how to arch and put my butt up. I ain't got enough butt for all that, right? And yeah, she looking for the money. She's seeking the money, child. Hey, Renna. So she had her butt. The pose was cute, but to me, it shouldn't have been on IG. It should have been on OnlyFans or something you send to your man or something, right? And she had that one. Then she had another one where she was pushing up her breasts, right? And she said her lingerie line is coming. Get ready, hoes. I said, ooh, look at her. Look at her, right? I know Tokyo Toni about my age. She about 50 something, right? I said, but she still look good. Yeah, I don't think I don't have. You gotta have a butt to art. You know, you gotta have something. You know, a apple. I ain't got no apple, right? I had a little butt, but I ain't got that. What they got the big booties, right? I don't have that, right? Jag been bound to snap. Did you guys see the video when she fought the husband? Yeah. We talked about it. Yeah. It was. She was possessed, Dion. That was possessed. Listen, that was the first time in my life I actually seen a possession. You know, not on TV. Yes, ma'am, she was. He ain't letting her go. You don't think he gonna let her go? Well, she might be his bread and butter. She might be the brains of the operation. You know what I'm saying? She might be the brain. He get a check though. He get a crazy check. Oh, I shouldn't even say crazy check. He get a check from the government if he was in the military. He get a check, I believe, of some sort, right? But they live with her mama. See, let me tell you something. They don't want to pay no bills. They want to be free-spirited animals. That's what they want to be. Jag and Tokyo are collision course, not a good hookup. She didn't take care of her own kid, but want to be giving guidance. Right. Well, I think Tokyo just latching on because Jaguar makes for good social media. Let's say had a whole bunch of subscribers in there, you know, I wouldn't even want to interview her. I wouldn't want her in my space. He get 100% disability. 100% disability. Now, when I meet dudes, they say, well, I get disability. I always say, well, what's your disability? Because you look mighty fine to me. So if they get disability check from the VA and they walking and talking, some ain't right up and through here. Some ain't right up and through there. Okay? Oh, 100%. Lord, child. Listen, Tokyo Toni, I saw, and the pictures were nice. Really, they were. Just, I don't think it should have been on IG, right? But I guess that's what she wanted that attention, because she was posed flat with her face down, and it was to the side, and her butt, all you see was her face and her butt with the thong on. I ain't mad at you, sis. I ain't mad at you. What you really need to be is on OnlyFans. If you bold enough to do that on IG, like if I was bold enough, if I had a body, listen, y'all, if I had a body like that, I wouldn't be a stripper because I don't want everybody looking at me like that. But I would be on IG. I mean, not IG. I had a friend. She was a young girl. This was years ago. She had a webcam. She had her laptop, and then she had a camera up there on the top. Right? This was old school. And she would talk to dudes. Now, I didn't really get a full understanding how she was getting money from them, but I guess they would send her money, right? She was getting money from dudes, though. That was what she got up every day to do that. Talking bad. What? She win? When? You was just trying to be a friend a couple days ago. See what I'm saying? All that crazy mixing around. I wouldn't want no part of that. And let me tell you what else I watched. Speaking of crazy, I watched Armand Wiggins, Larry Reed, and Storm. Is it Storm Monroe? Storm, whatever Storm name is, right? Storm Monroe is the other person. And they were all talking. And they were all talking about, what's her name is? What is her name? Tasha K, right? And, they say Tasha K had crossed them all out. They was all friends with her at one point. Then she crossed them out, right? Well, the guy, Larry Reed, I thought I'd heard him say before he wasn't gay. Well, he said he ain't gay, but he'll have sex with boys and girls. Now, what is that if that ain't gay? I want to know how that car is still holding up with all the... Ain't that the truth? Ain't that the truth? Well, they say, I was looking in the comments, that she really lived with her mama. So I'm guessing her mama lived in Texas somewhere. They both live with her mama. Right? Now, I don't know how you, and the mama is older or whatever, how you go bring it. See, I always have a problem with somebody, okay, I'm going to let you stay, but you can't bring your man. And what he doing? And then you go get another crazy somebody from off the streets, right? I don't know. But Tokyo, like I said, the picture looked good. It looked good. And if I was a dude, she looked good, right? Especially for her age, she looked very good, right? But I think it should have been. If you're capable of doing that, like I was about to say, if I had enough heart to show myself like these ladies do now on IG, I'd be getting paid for it. Hey, I ain't doing it for free on IG for likes and clicks. No, no. How you gonna talk about somebody and live with your mom? That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. You telling all the industry so-called secrets. Soulful T. Who is Soulful T? She is that an older lady or that's somebody you do? Let me look up Soulful T. Let me look her up. In the on YouTube. Soulful T. Let's see. Soulful Tea. Cause I love a good, I checks my recipes out. It was weird, wasn't it? Wasn't it? Right? Now they're all gay. Storm is gay, right? Am I correct? Is he gay? Cause he don't really say, and I don't really watch him all the time to really know, but I think that he is, right? And when Larry was talking, and he was talking like that was normal talk, right? Now I swore I heard him one time say he wasn't gay on the show. But if you like to penetrate men, is that not gay? Correct me if I'm wrong. You know what I'm saying? Is that not gay? Right? If you derive pleasure from the same sex, let me just put this out here. Let me just see that. If you derive pleasure from the same sex, sexual pleasure, is that not gay? Just because you ain't the one getting penetrated don't mean you're not gay. That's my thought. I don't know. He kept saying he's not, but I don't know. Yeah, he did. But you said you have sex with him. You penetrating them. You're penetrating them. You're penetrating them. And Armand even said, he said, ain't you gay? He was like, well, no, what do you say, pan something. What is that term, y'all? Pan gay? Pansexual. I think it said pansexual, yeah. Yeah, that's it. He pansexual. What is pansexual? What does that mean? You like everybody? What does that mean? You like everybody. I don't know. So for me, it's one or the other, right? Maybe I'm just too old school. But I don't know, like I'm going to walk in the room and there's dudes and this girl be like, ooh, I like her. Like, I don't know. That's like all weird to me. So I guess I ain't supposed to know because I ain't like that. But that's kind of weirdo. That's kind of weirdo Willie to me, y'all. I ain't knocking it. So the LBGTQs don't come for me. But I'm just saying, I don't know and I don't understand. And I be watching shows, these reality shows especially, and the LGBTQ get mad when they want to throw this down everybody's face and they want everybody to get it and understand. We don't understand because that's not who we are. So sometimes we don't understand everything. We don't. You know what I'm saying? And that don't mean I don't like you. That just mean I don't understand. That's what that means. Anything goes. Well, that means anything goes. Ugh. Now let me tell y'all something. I'm watching this show right now. I love it because they're so fabulous. I love watching the fabulous reality shows. I'm watching this show. It seems like they like Larry too, right? Because Larry, they were just praising him so. I did finally finish. It took me a couple days to finish it. But I'm watching this show called Bling Empire. They got one in I think they in LA and one in New York. Dorothy Wang on there, her mama's Vera Wang. These is rich Asian folks, right? Rich. They wear diamonds and jewels all day long, right? And one of the guys was saying that he is binary or something. Y'all explain that. I had seen that before. He was something. All these terms, like either you gay or you're not. Or you bi. Bi mean you like both, right? And then what bi mean? Like, I don't know these extra terms. I don't get what the extra terms are for, right? I don't get that. What's going to happen, let me tell y'all this something. What's going to happen, because Jaguar is, even though she's crazy, she's an alpha female. And I'm assuming just by watching Tokyo, she's an alpha female as well, right? Sometimes, and you can't be two alpha crazy females. It just ain't going to work. I don't believe it's going to work. You can't be in harmony because at some point, somebody wants to be the boss of somebody. Somebody wants to be more than somebody, right? I just don't see it working. I just don't see it working. I don't see it working. Bling Empire's on Netflix. I've been watching it all. The one from New York just started the season. They only got 8 episodes, but I think this is about their 3rd or 4th season. And the Bling, I'm watching the Bling LA too. That's kind of newer. Maybe got 2 seasons in or something like that. But they are so fabulous. And most of them are kids of very, very wealthy Asians, right? What does Jaguar hope to... That's what I was about to say. What does she see herself? That's what I was about to say. What is her end game? What's your end game, sis? So you telling all the secrets then, now what? Now what? If you ever expect, see, this is where the crazy come in at. You have a voice. You have a beautiful voice, right? Jaguar just made a video with her husband in the car. Is the husband in the car, child? This is one right now, so she done got off the live and he in the car with her. Ooh. Husband had the car. He had to go get her. He had to go get her. That's the kind of love, see what I'm saying? That's the kind of love I want. You down with me. You down with me, right? She fought him like a bear. She did. She did. Listen, she do. Look, when she came outside and threw her hands up, right? And went at him, he bagged her up, right? He bagged her up and hurt her. I believe he hurt her. But somebody said, I don't know if I seen it in the comments or that boy Solar said it. I think the boy Solar said it in an interview. They always fight like that. I did too. I did too, Keitha. I just saw that the other day. I don't remember that commercial. A lot of people in the comments were saying they remember that. I don't remember that. But let me tell you something. I know that's why she's hurt. Because you was right there. But she started clowning. You know, remember she told us the story that she went in Clive Davis' office with a bat and all that. Who you thought you was, sis? They ain't fooling with you, Clive Davis. No. She's been in and out of the mental health. Yeah. Jag out of the... Yes, she is. Yes, she is. She's out. And she just was live, Dion, just now. Somebody just said they seen in the car with the hub. She was just on live before I got on here. She was on live as I got on. She was still on a live, somebody's live, right? Listen, she has a beautiful voice, right? And I think what hurt her, I'm almost positive, because y'all know I do psychology on the side. She's traumatized by not making it. And you look at that, she started with Jill Scott, Music Soul Child. She started with all these neo soul people. That's what she was, a neo soul singer. She started with these folks and they done took off. They acting, they doing all type of stuff, right? And you riding around in a car homeless. But like I said in my video, life comes and you have ups and downs. You have to learn how to maneuver through the ups and the downs, right? She out, but I think she need more time. Yeah, she need more time. You have to learn how to maneuver. Let me tell y'all something. It's going to be in my book, so that's why I don't talk about it that much. But it was a devastation to the nation for me, right? Let me give y'all just a little piece. Just a little piece. It's just a little piece, right? I ain't going to go into detail. Just a little piece. So don't ask no questions. I'm just going to tell you something about how the life worked, right? So I had got in trouble and went to the feds, right? When I got out, I was determined to do something else, right? So I went to nursing school. I went to nursing school while I was on parole. And I had an ankle monitor, or we call it the box. I had the box on my ankle, right? Went to nursing school. Completed that through all these adversities I had to deal with, right? I was living in another city. Come back to Cleveland and become a nurse, right? I didn't do things right. And after about a year, I don't even know if it had been a year, they snatched my license, right? That moment in time almost broke me. So I understand where she at, but you got to sit back. First, you got to give it to God. You got to give it to somebody. Buddha, Jehovah, Allah. You got to get with whatever religion, your grandmama, you got to give it to somebody so you can heal, right? When I tell y'all, that almost broke me, and I think I might have lost my mind. I think I might have. I'm not quite sure, right? But I remember being in pain, and it wasn't a physical pain. It wasn't nothing that I could go to the doctor and tell them this hurt, that hurt. It was awful, right? I believe I was severely depressed. When I come up out of that, it took me a long time, some months to come up out of that, right? And I remember I had to regroup myself and readjust and say, okay, that's over with, because that was going to be my career. I was going to be able to buy me a house and do all the things I want to do for my kids, all right? That's over with. We can't do that now. We're not doing that no more. You got to switch gears, and that's what people can't do. It takes time. It takes time. You have to switch gears, but you also have to have a good spiritual foundation when you go through a trauma such as that. You have to have a spirit. That's what she's lacking. So when you don't have the spiritual foundation, you just leave room for all the demons. All the demons to come. They're coming from everywhere for her. Okay? They're coming from everywhere for her. All kind of creatures and carrying on coming for her, right? She don't have no spiritual foundation. So until she get healed spiritually, She gonna be like that. She gonna be like that. Thank you, Nick. You have to keep going, and it's hard. It's very hard. I ain't gonna tell y'all no lie, it ain't hard. And there gonna be times you want to give up. Do y'all know how many times I wanted to give up, right? But I kept it moving. I kept it going. And this why old girl, she know me, but she didn't really know. You don't really know nobody till you in the house, right? You see me from the outside, and we talking, laughing, ha, ha, ha. But you see how I really get down, how I live. I ain't bullshitting out here. You understand? It's things that I want, I have to get them. It's things that I want, and I have to get them. And I remember a long time ago, my kids was little. Long time ago, my sister told me, it's a must, Nick. My sister told me, you live outside of your means. They wanted me to go live in the projects with my kids. Child, if I had to raise my kids in the projects, they'd all be in the penitentiary right now. Me too, probably, right? I kept moving, and I kept moving, and I kept moving, and I kept moving until I got where I needed to be. And I eventually bought my own house, right? So I know what Jaguar's going through, but you got to let it go. That's number one. You got to let it go. That dream is gone, sis. Get you another dream. That dream gone. Get you another dream. Get you another dream. Think of something else. Like if I was her, I would go to church. That's what I do. I'm going to sing. I'm going to be the best singer in the church. I'm going to church and let the blessings start unfolding from there. I felt that way when I went through my divorce, but I could fall. Yeah. That's not an option, especially when your kids is looking at you and you it for them. They looking at you. Your kids is looking at you for everything. You can't fall down and go crazy. Jaguar don't make that kind of music that would get much airplay. She has written good songs with Jill Scott, but I can't understand why she don't have at least 3 hits. She ain't focused on that. Somebody, if she would not be so crazy and bizarre, somebody would take her under their wing and groom her up and get her together. But you too crazy. You're a wild card. You know, I ain't never forget when she said she took the bat into Clive Davis' office. Clive Davis is the god of music. How you gonna, he can put word out on you, nobody don't fool with you. But it would be some little somebody that would believe in you and take you under their wing if you would shut up. She don't know how to do that. She could be a vocal man. Exactly. Well, that's what she called her friends, Portia. Her friends, they know she ain't getting, people like her don't have friends. They know people. People like her don't have. Only thing she's going to attract is what she's attracting. Crazies. Tokyo Toni, the Solar, anybody else crazy. Somebody else going to come up. You know, that one girl was her friend and they fell out. Nosy Ho. That was her friend and they fell out. You know what I'm saying? Listen, she's only going to attract crazy. That's all she's going to attract. You know what I'm saying? And she, I don't know if that was a streaming situation or something. Philadelphia, I like the name. Dallas and Philadelphia, I like the name, right? But you ain't gonna never, you can't, you always in a scandal. You always in something. Why would you go get this boy out of a cup? Why would you let him to hang on to you? Jag could be a whole voice. She could. Well, that's what she said she was doing for Solar. She was mentoring him. He ain't got no money, so he can't pay you. She don't have no friends. She tells everything, so no one... Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Nobody wants to be around you and you running off at your mouth. Nobody want to be around you. Nobody. Your man, that's up, because they feeding off each other. Because if y'all see this little clip of his interview, this was a promo for the interview that's upcoming that he's having. It's just like looking at her. They feed off each other, right? Yeah, Nature Boy, that's what I was just telling them. But this is what I told them, Portia. Her and Nature Boy would clash because she's an alpha. She's definitely an alpha female. He's an alpha male and he's crazier than her. That wouldn't work. And then you got her husband, Goomba. I don't even want nobody named Goomba. If I met a dude right now and he said his name, let me tell y'all something. When I meet guys and they got these old funny, I don't want that. What your mama name you, first off? I don't want no man named Goomba. Goomba sound like he crazy. Give me old regular John or Bob or something. I don't want no Goomba. I don't want Goomba. No, because that sounds crazy. And when he talk, when y'all see that, put him in there. It's going to pop right up on YouTube. When y'all see that, you're going to feel the crazy. You're going to feel the crazy. She had Bad Mouth Beyonce, which is career poison. Yep. On top of that, she called Jay-Z. I know. I keep seeing that, right? I don't even think people want to have lunch with her in public. Listen, that's what I said. If somebody said, you know what, Jaguar Wright want to interview with you, I don't want her in my presence. No. I don't want to be on Instagram with her. I don't want to be connected. No kind of way. Nosy fell out with her because Jag would be talking about these petties she would work with, but not condemn them. Wait, who? What? Not Raphael Sadiq, is he? Huh? Explain. Raphael Sadiq is my guy. He a pedophile? It's spiritual. Only God can combat that. Yeah, that's what I said. She's got to get a spiritual foundation or she's never going to be right. She's never going to be right because she's fighting demons, outside and inner demons. She will never be right. Listen, y'all. Are you saying pedophiles? Is that what you're saying? What? Listen, if you don't, I used to think when I was little, I was in my 20s, maybe 30s, that devil had horns and a tail and was crazy looking. Devil look just like me and you. You got to have some discernment to see who they is. And let me tell y'all something. I ain't mad at nothing like that. I ain't mad. I'm over that shit. But I feel like, and I felt like this after a few months when my friend was here, that she was the devil. I felt like that, right? I ain't never let her know it. I never let her know that I was scared of her spiritually and nothing like that. Because once you do that, then they think they have you, right? I just left Day and Night Network. That's right. Watching Jaguar Wright. She wasn't ready for the release. That's what it was. Day and Night Network. Yep. I did not know that Josh Stone, today's Janis Joplin, was a relationship with Raphael when she was 7. Really? I didn't know that either. She could sing. But she ain't really made no music. Oh, unless I ain't heard it. She probably making it. I ain't heard it. You had spoke bad and everyone was grooming a 12-year-old boy, but she worked with him because they have great music. Raphael Sadiq? I like Raphael Sadiq. Wow. See, you just don't never know about these folks. Listen, y'all, I'm telling you, when I talk to people, I ask questions, I go in depth, and you still don't never know. You got to watch people, right? Because now, I'm second guessing myself, right? But I always want the best for somebody. I've always been that person. Okay, there goes so-and-so. Don't nobody like so-and-so. And I be like, oh, so-and-so all right. I talk to so-and-so. They all right, y'all. They all right. That's me. I've always been that way since I was a kid, right? So-and-so all right, until you do something to me. Now you're not all right. I can't dislike you for what you did to them because you ain't did it to me, right? Said he was requesting and sending pics to this 12-year-old. Who said that, Jaguar? Because we got to take what she said with a grain of salt. A 12-year-old. Did that come out publicly? Did that come out publicly? No. Sometimes you find out stuff about people, you don't even want to know it. What? I'm like you, Portia. What? I can't for the life of me understand why a grown man would be interested in a 12-year-old. What do you see that say, ooh, I got to have her? What do you see? But who knows if it's true? Sometimes it's just talk. Oh, Jag said it. Oh, no, I don't believe it then. If she said it, I don't believe it. That was not a friend. The entire time she was in your house, that evil spirit was trying to attach. Yeah. And y'all know what? I went outside today and forgot to get a lighter. I had a lighter by my sage. I got the thing I keep my sage in. I had a lighter right there because I don't smoke, so the lighter just stayed right there. Evidently, she didn't move my lighter because she smoked. I went right out the date. I said I'm going to get a lighter. I didn't get the lighter. But let me tell y'all something. When she was on Nosy channel, Nosy got pissed. Oh. But Nosy didn't know if the man... See, if Jaguar said it, you got to be careful because I can't believe everything she say. Now, if it was on even TMZ or Perez Hilton, or, somebody out there, then I could probably believe it. Oh my, I got to look into that. Oh my, but let me tell y'all something. The Nosy girl crazy too. She's always agitated. Whenever I hear her, she's in an agitated state. I don't really watch it, but every time. So I don't think I follow her. I'm not sure. But I would just listen to her, and she's always talking like she's about to fight. She's always in an agitated state. You know what I'm saying? Like, she ain't got good sense either. I hope ain't none of the people here don't come for me because I'm good out my mouth. And with my hands. But y'all don't know me, so it don't matter. But she's always in an agitated state. Let me tell y'all what I was just about to say about the Larry Reed, Storm, and Armand Wiggins. Let me tell you what I see so disturbing, y'all. Yeah, I can't watch either. What I see so disturbing is YouTubers are beefing with each other. Do they not understand that it's enough on the plate for everybody? Everybody trying to be the bestest and the bestest. It's enough on the plate for everyone, right? But that's not her first time. Point being, she supports those same people she talks about. Oh. That's what I'm saying. That's the crazy in her. That's the crazy. She just be talking to be talking. You know, but it's enough on the plate for everybody eating. When I go on YouTube, and I asked somebody, I said, one of the white YouTube act like these black YouTubers. The white YouTube act like that. You know what I'm saying? Y'all all talking about each other. Y'all all trying to sue each other. Like Larry said he's suing. I think he said he's suing Tosh K and somebody else. You know, like, listen, we in the business of talking. That's what you in the business for. Somebody said something about you, so what? Yes, it does. Everyone don't like mess. I don't subscribe to mess. Yeah. Because I don't think I'm subscribed to her. I have seen her. You know, I didn't know she had got her channel back. You know, they had took her channels from her. She got a whole... all them people came right on back. When I looked at her talking crazy the other day to somebody about Jaguar, she had 50,000 views. You know, she had a lot. You know what I'm saying? So the people came back to her. But I just don't... I don't understand the YouTube beef. Like, you know, you mind your business, I mind my business. I'm going to stay in my lane, you stay in your lane. I don't get that part, right? I don't get that part. You know, and I remember when I first started this, it's only been about 2 years, some YouTubers approached me and was like, we like to panel up. I was too green. I don't know nothing about it. But I'm my own person, right? And I can't really be controlled, and I do my own thing. Now, if you're doing the same thing I'm doing, and I'm in charge, cool. But I don't want, you know, I'm my own person. I'm too much of a general for that, right? Now, I would like one day, you know, to have a panel with somebody, but they can't be messy. Because remember that girl that had all them people on the panel and it all exploded? I can't remember what her name was now. I don't even know if she got her channel anymore. All the people turned on her and all that stuff. I don't want mess. I ain't never, even when I was in school, I've never been messy. Never been messy. I don't do mess, right? I just don't do mess. So, you know, and because I don't know you, like you in your YouTube land, I'm in mine, you seem like you're cool, but you really might not be cool. You know what I'm saying? So I don't, I'm just going to steady win the race. I'm just going to do my little thing. Because unfortunately, some people like drama and mess. That's what I said. I said Jaguar likes chaos. She cannot function. Like if you, listen, for me, I like to come somewhere and sit down, right? Mike Potts, anyone who scratches their nose, he got real issues. And people like Nosy shouldn't even be, that's what I'm saying. When they start demonetizing people's channel, a lot of these evil gossip channels will disappear. And you know, they had took her channel away, Powers. They had took it all the way away, right? There's no one else on YouTube like, okay, thank you, Elle. Thank you, Elle. Thank you, Elle. Listen, you know, my daughter was a little upset with me, right? Because she had told me to put up the receipts for the part 1 and part 2 that I did yesterday. But it's very time consuming, right? And it's just me. And that's right. Hey, so it's very time consuming. And especially, I'm not using my camera. So tomorrow I'm focusing. I ain't going out tomorrow. I'm focusing on my camera because there's things you have to do and some steps you have to take to connect with Google and all this stuff for your memory, right? So hey Richard, and welcome. You know, to do, and I'm still new. So, but tomorrow I'm taking the time, and then somebody else told me, like I have bought megabytes, whatever you buy from with your iPhone, but that don't work. But somebody told me something else you have to do. You have to do it on your computer for it to work. So I'm gonna be doing some little IT tomorrow. So I can get my business together. There's a lot of demonic YouTubers. Jag is the biggest one. But you know, it's so crazy. Let me tell you. When I saw her that day in that car and saw her go through that, you know, I I've seen some people act the fool and, but that, watching it transform into that, I was like, oh my God. Oh my God. I'm looking at the devil possessing her body, right? Listen, if she don't get a spiritual foundation, I don't care if it's Buddha, turn into a Jew, a Muslim, sanctified, Baptist, Holy Ghost. She need to get with somebody and get there, right? Or she's never going to heal. She's never going to heal. Going on a panel can bring you exposure. And it can. I know that. I could see you on Sherelle's World because she does the reality show recaps. I would see you getting exposure that way. Okay. I think she gets paid bashing celebrities. Yeah, I watch Sherelle. I haven't seen her in a while. I don't know. I don't really be having time a lot of times, right? But that would be cool. Sherelle, and it's that guy. Is that guy her husband, the dark-skinned guy? Is that her husband? I haven't seen her in a while. But is that her husband? But yeah, it had to be somebody like that because I love the reality. Matter of fact, I'm going to upload a video tomorrow. I didn't have time today. Let me tell y'all something. So y'all know I'm waiting on the part for my car. The water pump. I needed the water pump, the timing belt, and the kit to come to it, right? All right, it came Saturday, but I didn't open up the box. It was light. I knew it felt light. It was like, water pump in here? So anyway, Nosy Channel is in her ex's name. That's how she slid. Oh, okay. And then I heard Nosy say her and the ex, I believe, ain't together no more. But anyway, we'll get to that in a minute. So anyway, I take it to the park this afternoon to my mechanic, and he opened it up, and all the stuff ain't in there. The belt ain't in there, and the rest of the kit ain't in there. Just the water pump. So now, I try to call the place. You can't call them. You have to email and chat with them and stuff, right? So now I had to take a picture of the box and all this. So now they got to give me the round. Now I got to wait for the rest of it to come. That's her husband, period. Yeah, that's what I thought. That's her husband. So now I got to wait for the rest of that to come. Listen. Whew, y'all. That wore me out, too, because it's so emotionally draining, right? But I'm going to upload a video about Real Housewives of Potomac because they on fire. For me, I could never be on a reality show. My kids like, "Mom, you'd be good." Because I'm going to fight you for real. Certain stuff I ain't going to play about. And my man and my husband and my marriage, that's something we ain't get ready to play with that. So I couldn't be on there, because I ain't that kind of black girl. I ain't that kind of. I remember I watched Big Brother, y'all, and I'm sure they give these people psychological tests when they get on there, right? And there was a black girl on there one season, a few seasons back, and she acted just like they made her mad, and she acted just like a black girl can act. And they was like, "Please put your mic back on." Producers, I had never seen this at all ever. He was like, "Please put your mic on. Please come up to the room." She was, she was saying all kind of stuff, right? Took the mic off, threw it in the water. She was just acting crazy, right? She's out. She was just online with her husband in the car, and they talking to. He said it. He was on the live with the other people night and day, and he said, "Ooh, I can't wait. I'm going to go live now until everybody Jaguar right out." Child, the husband and picked her up. Don't have one of those things, husband, so she can have him in advance. I see round and round. Did they remarry? Because it was so on fire last night's episode. I'm going to talk about it tomorrow. I'm going to upload a video tomorrow. I didn't have time today. She's out and she was talking about her stay. Yeah. Hey, Carla, listen. Real Housewives of Potomac, they too much. I'm going to swing. I'm about to swing on because Robin do too much, right? And y'all know, if you watched it, Robin believed. Did you see how Ashley went right and told that woman said, "Don't tell nobody." But see, Karen clever because she knew Ashley was about to tell it. She told Ashley so she could tell it. She's still working with Solar. So where did they get him from? I thought he had went somewhere. So anyway, Karen told Ashley because Ashley got the big mouth. Ashley went right and told her. Went 2 feet down the road and told her, right? Robin, which I don't know why she did, she called Juan. What you call Juan for? Juan made you look stupid. If I called my man and say, "Listen, there's a rumor," he should have said, "Well, baby, don't worry about that. That ain't true. You know I love you." He went off. Like you made it worse, Robin. She said, "Solar not going nowhere." Ooh, why he ain't going nowhere? I'm confused. Why he ain't going nowhere? Is she trying to pimp him out? What kind of weirdo stuff they got going on? Because the husband had said that Jaguar wanted him in their bed. He was like, "Oh, no." And he a youngin' too. He youngin'. He could be Jaguar could be his mama. But anyway, Real Housewives of Potomac, I'm going to talk about it tomorrow because they playing real dirty pool on there. They playing real dirty pool. Like, you ain't getting ready to... Robin, they want to keep saying Karen got a white man with blue eyes, right? And the picture they got is just her being somewhere. That's just a picture of her, right? And I believe, okay, her husband's 70. He ain't having no... Look at Ray. Ray can't even hardly walk right. Ray ain't having no sex. Ray ain't doing... He don't care what she do. He don't care what she do. As long as she cook his breakfast and get him something to eat, he don't care what she do, right? I watched Carlos King YouTube. Watch that, y'all. He said, he's a producer. He know all the ins and outs. He said a lot of these reality show husbands, a lot of these reality show marriages are open. They just don't say it. They open, right? So, I don't get the point of an open marriage. Well, I guess if you got some money. But you ain't gonna talk about mine. All About the Tea. Was that the one? Yeah, well, I had all the panel. Everybody turned on each other and turned on her. Do she still got her channel? Does she still got her channel? Yeah, them people turned. They flipped on her. And I don't remember what it was about. They flipped on her. Everybody turned on everybody. She needs to get another side hottie, but not that one. He's crazy because see what's gonna happen. See, I don't want nobody that has been in a cult. That means your mind can be controlled by somebody. And I believe that, I remember that big fallout. I never watched, but a coworker, yeah, I just happened to tune in and see it, and then I started watching. I didn't watch it from the beginning, but I watched that portion of it, right? When they was flipping on each other, and then the other people had channels, but like you say, their channels grew behind that, right? But I don't even see them. Maybe I don't follow them. I don't know. But their channels grew behind that, right? The guy, what's he called? The bishop. Was he called the bishop? And then there was a light-skinned girl that talked about something. I kind of like their channel. I haven't seen them in a long time. But, yeah, that mess, I ain't with mess. It was just reported one and... Oh, they did get married, huh? Wow. Well, after you talk to her like that... See, let me tell you what I think about Juan. I believe Juan loves her, and he feels that he owes her something because her parents raised him. When his mom and them died or whatever happened with his mom and them, they had him in the house, right? So I believe he feels obligated more than love. And he wants his boys to be with his parents in the house. That's what I think Juan's deal is. And I think that he resents her because she lost all their money. Now, she done hustled and she just sold everything she could sell and get them back on the track that they was on. But now they need to stay on that show so they can pay for that house that they got, right? And I think that's why. I really think he resents Robin. I do. They never look like they lovey-dovey. And so a lot of times when I see them on scenes, it looks forced. And a lot of times from him, when they couples and people doing stuff, wine don't come. You don't come. I don't like that, right? But I think that they're in it because they made a commitment and they just gonna see it on through till the boys get to college or something. That's what they appear to me to be. Like they just doing it till the boys get to college and they just in it, right? But y'all watch that. Giselle is so messy. Giselle starts it. Now, this what I don't understand. The girl Jacqueline, that's Mia's friend, they like sisters. Jacqueline's mama raised her, right? Why does Mia treat her like that? Now, Mia said something yesterday, which could be true. She always acts like this. She wants all my attention. I kind of get that, but not from a grown woman. But I kind of get that, right? But Giselle started that up. What I think is really going on with Jacqueline and Mia, I think they have done something weird with each other. You don't act like that. My sisters got their own friends. Sometimes I like their friends, sometimes I don't. I think something weird because the fact that y'all showered together. I got two sisters. Well, I got more, but I got two sisters. I ain't getting in the shower with them. That's weird. Why would we? Ain't enough room, first of all. Why we in there together? It don't make no sense, right? And they bought her a car. I believe something's weird going on with that. Unfamiliar, never ever watched one episode of Love and Hip Hop. This ain't never this Real Housewives of Potomac. You don't watch Love and Hip Hop? Love and Hip Hop. But let me tell y'all something about Love and Hip Hop. I see through the social media, I'm just speculating. Look like Bambi and little Scrappy ain't together. And he over there with his mama now. His mama, I don't, just from what I see on TV, his mama was in a mix and she didn't like her. Whoever your son is with or whoever your daughter's with, you have to like them people or pretend like you like them anyway. Right? But I guess she happy now because he over there with her. I don't really like that. You know what I'm saying? Let them people be. But she wanted to have, Mama D wanted to have control over that. She wanted to have control over that, right? Because she made Scrappy. She wrote his songs, whatever she did, financed his rap career. That's what she did, financed his rap career, because she was a pimp / money getter, right? So she financed his career, so he may feel obligated to her. But you gotta, when your kids get grown, they're no longer your kids in that sense. You gotta let them bump their head and make their mistakes and do what they're gonna do. You have to let them do that. My oldest boy, I ain't never liked nobody. I did like his son's mother. I liked Candace. Oh, I said her name. I wasn't supposed to say her name. I liked her, and then it came a time I didn't like her, right? Because she wasn't loyal. But I ain't never liked nobody he was with. But I just had to sit there and watch it and let it go bad. You can't do nothing about that. You know what I'm saying? You can't do nothing about that. You got to let them be. But I know a lot of mothers, especially single mothers, tend to try to run and overrule their son's life. Because the son once he becomes a man, and then you don't have a man. I've seen this so many times, and I make a point to not to do that with my sons. Then they become your man, your pseudo man, so to speak, right? You can't do that. Not this much of a girly. I always feel like the odd girl out. When this stuff comes up, be feeling like the guy's masculine energy. Oh, Well, somebody is trying to revive. I seen it on something. I should have remembered it. Somebody is, what they call themselves? They trying to be Kevin Samuels too. I don't know if you're getting that much traction, but I saw it on YouTube, right? Again, see, you have to be careful what you say out your mouth and how you move and how you act. I feel the same way about Charleston White. You need to just stop talking. Jaguar need to stop talking, right? Because, the karma comes. And God at some point will be like, okay, that's enough. I had enough of you. And evidently, Jaguar, when she had the stroke or whatever it was she had, she didn't learn her lesson. She didn't learn her lesson. I don't wish bad on nobody, but at some point you have to sit down. If you don't sit down, or if you don't stop, God will stop you. He will stop you. He'll make a believer out of you if you live through it. If you live through it, he'll make a believer out of you. It's women who are really their number one supporters who uphold. You're right, because I never could understand, but they were younger too, though, why those women would be calling into him. Why are you calling him? Why are you calling him? Like, I never got that. But a lot of women suffer from low self-esteem and lack confidence. You got to have your confidence. Because when you don't have, this is just my theory. Why? Because I do psychology on the side. You got to have confidence so you can make sound decisions. If you lack confidence, I don't believe you can make sound decisions. Make good choices. I don't believe that because you ain't confident. If you ever see somebody and they with somebody, like, how he get her? Because he was confident. He was confident when he walked up to her, right? Now, I ain't talked about it. I'm going to, my plan was to upload a video. I got derailed by this car situation. Hey, welcome, Miz. Y'all welcome Miz to the situation. She said she knew. Have you subscribed, Miz? They need a man to do to them like you in Balenciaga. Listen, girl, that Kanye, I always say it's a thin line between genius and insanity, right? And a lot of people's on that thin line, and Kanye is one of those people, on that thin line. Some people saying he know what he's talking about and he wanted to get out his contracts. I don't believe that. I don't believe that. Okay, thank you, Miss. Welcome to the Jack Squad, girl. Welcome to the Jack Squad. I don't believe that. I don't believe that he wanted to get out his contracts. I believe he just run off at his mouth and it backfired. That's what I believe. And what get me, y'all, is people get to a point, you've overcame a lot of stuff and you've got here. And then you do something so stupid to plummet yourself down, back down where you was at, right? And that's telling you that's why Jaguar can't get it together. Because I know you can't tell me that she don't lay in bed at night and said, I wish I hadn't did this. I wish I hadn't did that, right? We all done did that. You know what I'm saying? Get somewhere. I done made some mistakes, right? Be like, and I know instantly when I do it, it was a mistake. You shouldn't have did that. If I hadn't even went over there, why you do that, right? You know, you got to learn. At some point, you got to learn self-control. And that's a lot of people's problems. They don't have self-control. You got to learn self-control. You can't fight every battle. Every battle ain't yours to fight. Let me tell y'all what I have learned over the last. I've always heard it, but never didn't really see it for myself because probably I didn't want to see. But in the last 10 years, I have seen, if you give it to God, He'll be your footstool. It's a scripture in the Bible. I can't quote no scriptures, but He'll let you see him go down. All you gotta do is let him. Don't even do nothing. Don't even do nothing. That's why I told y'all, and you know, my colleagues was like, go ahead and talk about it. I wasn't gonna even say nothing about the situation I had over here because, you know, I'm cool. I'm good, right? Even when I ain't good, I'm good. You know what I'm saying? I went to the grocery store today. I'm penny pinching and all this. Pinching now. The car need to get fixed because I'm pinching a little money from it, you know, to do what I need to do, right? But anyway, I'm good. I'm good. I'm going to be good. I'm going to be good, right? And it's going to always be a struggle. If it is, so what? I know how to struggle. I'm good. I'm good. I ain't going from pillar to post. I had a roof over my head. Got one. But I agree that it seems like it do, don't it? He wants to be a good dad because he didn't have a dad. And like I said, her parents, I think, practically raised him in his late teenage years, right? That was the boyfriend. I think something happened to his parents or his mama died, something happened like that, right? And they raised him, they let him stay there, so he feels obligated. He feels obligated. Yeah, you know, he feels obligated, right? So, and he wants his boys to have two parents. If you with a man, this is what I'm going to say. If you with a man, especially as long as they've been together, you know if he into you or not. You can feel that. If you with a man, you know when he cheating. You might not know exactly what he doing and how he doing, but you know, it's a feeling. You know. Me and Jacqueline is a lover's quarrel. Something weird and twisted didn't happen with them. Even though her mama raised her, something twisted about them. Yeah, something twisted about them. Something is twisted. Something is twisted about them because you're too emotional. You're too emotional about that woman. Like, why you be around her? Like, go on about your business. Go on about your business. Something's twisted about them. You know what I'm saying? I want it to come out. Now, G is a nice looking man. I think he's about 70. He's an older man, nice looking man. And I believe that he pretty much let Mia do what she wanted to do. Right? Maybe he watched or something weird. Like, I don't know. I just think something weird going on with that. Something weird is going on with that. So that's why I say glad when I hear when women have a side piece. I know that's right. But, yeah, something's weird going on with that. Something's weird going on with that. I don't quite know what. Because G said, you know, they bought her the car. He bought her the car because Mia wanted him to. That's a little weird. I can see you signing for the car, but, you know, it's something weird going on. Something weird going on. And see, the psychology of it again, right? Mia was, in that family, she was the last, I'm going to say the last on the totem pole, for lack of a better word. So then, when she get with this man with the money and be successful and all of that, Jacqueline, this is what I'm saying, Jacqueline thinks she owes her something. She's going to always feel like she owes her something because her mama raised her. At some point, you got to stop paying what you owe and just be you, right? At some point. You be grateful and you be thankful, but you got to, I can't kiss your butt because your mama raised me 30 years ago. I can't, right? You can't always have your way because your mama raised me. I'm grateful that your mama raised me. I'm thankful that your mama raised me. But you just can't do me any kind of way because your mama raised me. Yeah, family reunion. The family reunion is good. But they so dramatic, and then they brought Suki on. I like Suki. I like Suki. Right? She blew up just like Cardi. I like Suki. I like a success story. Right? But her and Bill done broke up. I'm sad about that because I thought Bill was a good dude for her, but they say she was using Bill. Bill got a woman. He has a woman now. See, if I break up with you, I'm going to need you to give me 6 months. You can't just jump next week and have a woman. I'm going to need you to be cool for a while. Don't have no woman. And if you got her, don't parade her all around for everybody to see. Y'all keep that on the low. That's what I need from you. That's just called respect. Don't pop up with her all up and through the streets like that. Don't do that. Don't do that, right? But Suki was disrespectful to Bill, though. She was super disrespectful. I knew it was only a matter of time before he left. She was too disrespectful publicly. You don't do that. They still go together. No, they ain't together. Bill got a whole nother woman. They got a channel. I don't know if that's their YouTube channel or a fan that made a YouTube channel for them because they only got like 48 subscribers. So I don't think that's their actual channel. But it's a picture with him and her. Her name Nay. Matter of fact, it say Bill and Nay. Nay, N-A-Y. I seen it the other day. Yeah. Because she was disrespectful. You cannot be. And then, you know what did it for me? Did Suki have her own show or something? I don't know, but she had some dancers or whatever. And they was getting ready to go. They was getting ready to perform or go on tour or something, right? And something happened with the cousin. Cousin fell out with Bill. And Suki said, I'm with my cousin. Don't hit my cousin. She about to jump on Bill with a cousin. No, that's your man, sis. So that one you can't disrespect. And then when he got that was last year when they was on Miami. And then Trick Daddy told him, don't let her take your manhood. You know what I'm saying? So when you get around some old heads and they telling you, you get to thinking like, he love her. She probably doing all kind of weirdo, freaky stuff to him. Because I heard there was on OnlyFans doing some nasty stuff, right? I just heard that the other day. So, he young boy, he mesmerized by all that, right? But there's only so much disrespect you could take. And she was being very disrespectful to him. That's what we saw on TV. Just think what she was doing when they was by themselves, right? That was too much disrespect. It was too much. And I felt sorry for him because he said he put himself on hold to help her, which that was a good dude. I thought he was a good dude, right? And he had money before he got with her. So he was trying to help her. He was being supportive to her. We all want a supportive guy. She took him for granted. Now, it may take her a long time to get another solid dude. She may get somebody. But when you mess over somebody, it take you a while. It's just going to take a while for you get another solid one. OnlyFans, yeah, I heard they was on OnlyFans, and let me tell you what I heard. They was on OnlyFans. Her OnlyFans numbers blew up because she was giving him head and threw up on it or something gross, and the men's liked it. Okay, I just heard that a couple days ago. So I didn't even know they was on OnlyFans. I guess everybody on OnlyFans, but if I was her, I would be on OnlyFans too. If you could walk around and say Suki with the good cookie, why not be on OnlyFans? If I had the nerve enough to if I was a stripper, if I was a hoe, if I was any of them things, and I had the nerve to be any of them things, I would be on OnlyFans too. There's money on OnlyFans. I told y'all my friend for OnlyFans came out. She had a webcam with the little camera ball on top. I don't know what she was doing with the men, but she was entertaining them, getting money from them. So yeah. If I had the nerve to do any of those things, get halfway naked, I'm gonna be on OnlyFans too. Yes, I am. I would. If I had the nerve to strip in front of everybody in the world, or be a hoe or whatever I'm gonna be, and doing what I'm doing, yeah, I'm gonna be on OnlyFans. You might as well get paid for it. I don't knock them. If you bold enough and you brave enough to do that, get your money. Get your money. Absolutely, get your money. If people paying you to see you do that, do it. I ain't mad at you. Whatever you bold enough and brave enough to do, get your money. Handle your business. I ain't mad at you, right? So if you can, she made a career out of saying Suki with the good coochie. Why not be on OnlyFans? Why not? Why not? Yeah, they said that's what I said. They was throwing up, and I said, did you mean gag? And they was like, no, she threw up. Threw up was hanging out her mouth. I felt the same way you feel, Nick, when they was telling me and describing it to me. I feel the same way. But they said her numbers went through the roof. Dudes are nasty. Dudes are nasty. You know, they was getting a kick out of that. You know what I'm saying? They was getting a kick out of that. Listen, it take all kinds for the world to go around. Take all kinds. And look like everybody's super nasty. Look like, because when that girl said she liked to be peed on, that wasn't for public. Nobody should have knew that. That should have been something you kept between you and Diddy, or you and whatever man you was having sex with. That was not for the world to know. For everybody to scrutinize like I'm doing now. No. Yeah, it is. You know that. Hey, Tanya. That's not for the world. I don't think. To me, I just think that sex should be private. That shouldn't be broadcast. What you doing and doing and doing. That ain't nobody business but whoever you doing it with. Right? I don't believe that's something to be talked about. But, you know, young ladies today don't have no finesse. They don't have no coof about themselves, right? They just out here talking about it and just being about it, right? You know, and then you wonder why dudes ain't respecting you. You ain't respecting yourself. You got to respect yourself, right? Listen, I told one of my friends, right? I told one of my friends, you like this guy. You like this guy. Don't have sex with him. Not on the first date. Don't have sex with him. You like him. If you just feel you need to have sex, go have sex with somebody else. A stranger, a random, whoever. And then, you know, you be cool when you go on your date. She didn't do that, right? Right. She didn't do that. So she go, dude pick her up. Listen to this. Dude pick her up at 12:15 in the middle of the night on the first date. So he came to you already knew what it was. You ain't picking me up. I ain't in the middle of the night. No, sir. You're not picking me up like that. Hey, Lisa. Thank you. You're not picking me up in the middle of the night. Because I already know what it is, unless we've discussed that. Then after that happened, and so listen, after that happened, I said, well, did you get some money from her? She said, I ain't asking for no money. Why not? Why not? You might as well. Why not? You know, women always kill me. Right, Billy Booty Call. Women always kill me trying to act like they above asking somebody for some money, but you ain't above giving your body away for free. What? So then, when she realized that's how he was going to play us, exactly from day one, if you had never went with him, he wouldn't have played you like that. But now that's all you is. That's all you're going to be to him. I don't care if you come out with your Sunday school suit on and a Bible in your hand. That's all you're going to be is a booty call. Because that's how men think. That's all you're going to be, right? So now, after he done played you like that 2-3 times, now you want to go back and say, I don't want to have sex no more. Well, that's how you started it. How you start is how you finish. That's how you started it. If you had told him no, and then check this out, y'all. He said, right, he said he was going to take her on a date, on a proper date, in the daytime, on a Saturday, right? He was going to come at 12, 1, 2, you know, good time in the daytime. He never came. He had no intentions on coming. He had no intentions on coming. Because he's already put you in the slot of booty call. Booty calls don't go up the scale. You don't get promoted. You always stay right there. That's where you at, right? And then she said, yeah, she played herself. Hey, Black Panther. Then she said, well, I wanna just start over. I told him we just gonna start over with. You can say all what you want to say. In his mind, you are a booty call. You can start over all you want. He ain't gonna never look at you no other way but that, right? And then you got mad. And you got mad with me because I told you what it was. Yeah, you got mad at me because I told you what it was. Listen, if I don't know nothing else, I know black men, right? And if you've been out in this world long enough and been used and abused and tricked by them, you should know them too. You should know them too. Listen, when I'm talking to a dude, I already know what category, where he fall, what he gonna say, and all that. I'm ready for him. And sometimes I talk to dudes just for entertainment purposes. For entertainment purposes, or so I can tell y'all. You know, I tell some people, you know, sometimes I don't tell guys I got a YouTube channel. Sometimes I do. Now, on early days, you know, when I first started YouTube a year or so ago, and I would tell guys I had a YouTube channel, they would never talk to me no more, right? They would never talk to me no more. But now, if I tell them, they'll say, you ain't gonna talk about me? If I do, I ain't gonna tell your name. I ain't gonna say your name. It's anonymous. I would never say your name. But there's definitely gonna be content if you get goofy enough. It's definitely gonna be talked about, right? Because I think that Lord knows got to do better. Yeah, you got to do better. Because if you don't want better, a man gonna play you like you playing yourself, basically. Now there are some dudes you can set down the rules. They still gonna do what they want to do. You don't mess with them. You know what I'm saying? Hold out as long as you can if you like him. That's what I'm saying, Denise. If you like him. Girl, the bowling man. You ain't see my video about the bowling man? Child, please. So let me tell you the story about the bowling man. Okay, here we go. Y'all listen to about the story with the bowling man. That's my last date. What was that, about 2 weeks ago? Now, prior to that, we talked. We had good conversation. He was from Barbados, but I could understand him, though, right? He'd been here about 14 years. So he was shorter than me, and we both just talked about it. He said that was cool. Okay, it's cool, cool, cool. Now, in my mind, y'all, I knew that him being shorter than me wasn't cool, but I said, well, let's just see how it go when we really, really hang out, as opposed to just talking and kicking it. Let's just see how it be when we go out. I know I don't like short dudes. I'm tall. I'm 5'9". When I put on heels, I'm 6 feet. I know I'm tall. I'm a stallion. I know I don't like little dudes, right? I don't like little dudes. I like big black men. So anyway, now I ain't heard from him. No, he ain't gonna call me. No, he ain't gonna call me. He's upset. Somebody asked me that today. One of my girlfriends called me and asked me that yesterday. Listen, had I laid in his bed with him, he wasn't gonna call me no more. All I was, even though he was a gentleman, he was nice, he talked nice, he appeared nice and all of that. All I was gonna be was a booty. That's all I was gonna be. Because when we was bowling, I put my boots back on, right? And I had on some over-the-knee boots, right? The heel wasn't tall. I wasn't looking like a stripper or nothing. The heel was short. But there was some cute suede boots, right? Over the knee. Same color as my sweater. I'm cute. I'm together, right? With my jeans. He said, and I had this problem out of dudes before, so you ain't my guy. Anyway, he said, you didn't have to wear them. You could have just wore your tennis shoes. Excuse me, sir? Excuse me. One thing you can't do is tell me how to put my clothes on when I leave out the house, right? You got on your little Oshkosh Bagosh outfit. You know what I'm saying? I didn't say nothing. A lot of times I could just tell somebody and make them cry, but I just don't say that because I know it ain't going to go nowhere, right? He was going to let you wash clothes and that. Yeah, he was. Yeah, he was. That never happened. That didn't happen. Let me tell y'all something. A couple days before, I had separated my clothes and all that, right? Because I thought he was going to be my friend. I knew that I didn't like him in that way, but a lot of times dudes can grow on you. So I just wanted him to be my friend. Like, be my friend, nigga, just be my friend. Do that. Maybe we can elevate to something else, right? But let me tell you something. I knew I had seen his attitude, right? And he was covering it up quite well, but I'd already seen it, right? And see, a lot of times, because I was raised in the streets, I could see, my eyes is different than other people's eyes, right? So I could see something that the average person don't see. And he had his Oshkosh Bagosh, and I had knew that was not his real personality. But I said, well, let me just see. A lot of times I talk to myself, self, you know that ain't gonna work. No, well, let's just see, girl, let's just see. And then after don't I'll be like, see, I told you it wasn't gonna work, but I just be doing it to see, because my girlfriends, when I first got single, my girlfriends was like, you too picky, you too this, you too that. But I know what I know. So I be trying to give everybody, or not everybody, but give a guy a chance, especially if they read good on paper. He had a good job, nice house, nice car. He was seen to be a decent human being, believed in God. He voted. Let's just see. But when we was bowling, and I'm looking at him from the back, right? I'm looking at him from the back, and he's just short, had on them little tight jeans. It was so unattractive to me, right? So unattractive, right? I like rugged dudes. I don't like preppy dudes. I don't like preppy dudes. I need you to be rugged. You can be a thug. I don't like prepped up dudes, right? Jeans was tight. He was walking funny. I don't like them. These people are true super freaks out here. Right. Right? And how you think I don't even know you. I don't even know your last name, sir. I don't even know what your favorite color is. How you think I'm just going to get in your bed? First of all, he didn't even approach me in a mannish kind of way, which I dug. I was cool with, right? So I didn't know what the big deal was. I would go sleep in that bed, you sleep in that bed. We cool. We friends, right? Dude was mad. Dude was really mad. He was mad, but he didn't show it and he didn't say it. He didn't show it and he didn't say it, right? But I just knew he was mad. Instead of him saying, listen, what he could have said was, before we went out, Jackie, I want you to spend the night at my house. We could have had that conversation like grown folks, and I could have told you no. Or I could have told you, I need $200 on my, I need $400 on my rent, $200 we could have negotiated, nigga, right? But you tried to be slick and take me way, because we live far from me, like, not far, but he lived 30, 40 minutes away from me. So you take me way over there, you come get me way over here, take me way back over there. It was 100 bowling alleys we could have went to right by my house. You take me way back over there. I knew as we was going over there what your game plan was, right? But I knew what I'm going to do and what I'm not going to do, which is nothing. So, okay, cool. I'm gonna show you how the game played, right? So when he said, you want to stop by my house? Yeah, come on. I want to see how he was living. Like he wanted to see how I lived. I want to see how you live. That don't mean I'm going to your house and it ain't going to happen. Ain't nothing going to happen. And I don't want to have to be tussling with you, little nigga, right? So, and I wasn't worried about that no way. So we going in, he tell me everything about how he got to be a citizen and all that. That was interesting information. Okay, now I'm sleepy. Yeah. I'm ready to go to bed, right? I'm going to lay down. Because I didn't want him driving me back. I'm scared of the highway and I'm scared of the rain. I'm scared of the dark down here. I'm scared of that. I'm real. That's a fear of mine, right? So I said no. I would have been a nervous wreck by the time I got home. Okay, I go lay down, slept quite well. When I get up in the morning, that's how goofy he was. He started making all kind of noise. You could just knock on the door. I'm a light sleeper and said, hey, wake up. He was just a corny nigga. I don't like corny dudes. He was super corny. When he came to the door with the t-shirt and the vest, I was through at that. I was through at that point. He's cute as a little button, just as cute as he could be. But he wasn't my type of dude. I like rugged dudes. I like real manly men. Period. Did y'all go on IG and see that dude I told y'all to go see? Big Daddy Kofi 778, big black youngin from Ghana. I'm telling y'all, go check him out. Right? It wasn't all leather. It was no, it wasn't leather. That would have really been worse. It was fleece. I think it was fleece. With the t-shirt with stripes on. I'm telling you, he had on an Oshkosh Bagosh outfit. You know how you let your child... Thank you. Hey, Denise. Let me tell you something. You know how you let your child dress himself for the first time and in the 4th grade? And he gonna wear all the stuff he like all together? That's what he did. He had all his pieces on. He had all his pieces on. When I opened it, because he had told me, what I'm saying, that we hung out, and he had pictures and stuff. So when he said, he liked to dress, I believed him, because I had seen pictures of him and stuff. He liked to dress. Okay, cool. I do too, right? Child, when he come up in there with them tight jeans on, and they had a slight flare to the legs. I don't like dudes that wear lightweight bell bottom, like bell bottom-ish. I don't like them, right? And the stripy t-shirt with the vest, and the vest didn't match. The shirt, I started slamming my door and going back sit down, right? But I said, hey, yeah, y'all, welcome Denise to the Jack Squad. It's the Jack Squad, Denise. I started slamming my door, but I said, no, just be nice. Because my friend said, be open. Don't be picky. Be open. So I'm being open. Who knows? Might have a good time. And I did have fun bowling because I hadn't been. Y'all know I ain't really been nowhere since the pandemic. So, yeah, they was slightly flared, but they was tight. The whole jean was a bad fit. And I couldn't get over the fit of them jeans. I could not get over it, right? He had a lot going on. I couldn't get over the way them jeans. And then, when it's his turn to walk up to the bowling, now, it was a lot of dudes around us, big dudes, right? And, little dudes have little dude complex. So when he would walk for his turn, he had a walk about him, like Arnold Schwarzenegger-y kind of, sort of, right? Oh, Lord, right? But I'm like, he could be my friend. He's smart, he could be my friend. I knew it was not going to go anywhere, but I wanted to go out, hang out, and you never know. You just never know. But I knew it wasn't, though, right? Because he just was, And then, listen, y'all, when we get to his house, he said, I'm going to go get comfortable. All right. Now, uh, listen, when he said, I'm going to go get comfortable, now this is before we even decided that I was going to spend the night. So see, I know he had a game plan, but like I said, you should have told me what the game plan was. I could have saved you your money. I could have saved you your trip across town. I could have saved you everything. Because I'd have told you no. No. I ain't, nothing in me or nothing about me says, I'm going to sleep with you as soon as I see you. Or the first time we have a date, I'm going to sleep with you. Nothing, I don't talk like that. I don't come off like that. I don't look like that. Nothing about me says you can fuck me on the first date. Nothing about me. So you read me wrong, sir. Now maybe he was used to that. Maybe he was used to that, right? You got to know who you're talking to, right? And a lot of times, because I don't drink and I don't smoke and I don't do drugs, dudes don't really know what to do with me, right? Because, they get you drunk and you do whatever, get you high, whatever. I don't do none of that. So all that stuff that you do to get a woman, that don't work on me. So they don't know what to do with me, right? But if you talk to me, I talk back. I could have told you. You know what I'm saying? Because when we went bowling, now he knew I didn't drink. He knew I didn't drink or nothing like that. He was like, what you want to drink? I said water, right? He said, no, I'm saying what you want. I said water. And he said, oh, you don't drink. No. You see, he had a whole plan in his head. He had a whole plan in his head how it was going to go down. Now, and I don't know. Yeah, with the bell bottoms. Little nigga with the bell bottoms. And he just looked like a little boy. He didn't have hair on his face either. I don't like dudes that don't have hair on their face. I need you to have a mustache. It could be nappy. I need you to have a mustache. Something need to be going on. You need to be manly. He was cute. He was not a bad looking dude. He was just cute. Like your little nephew, you want to pinch his little jaws. He looked like that. I'm telling you, he looked like that. I wasn't attracted to him. And maybe because he is cute, girls like him. Maybe they do like him. You know what I'm saying? He just wasn't my type of dude. Now if he had on some good jeans, nice jeans, with some Timbs on, I might have been attracted to him. With a baseball cap. He had on and they had there tell me you don't have to wear them. You ain't have to wear them. You could have wear some tennis shoes. The weather not bad. So you telling me I was overdressed? This how I look every day, sir, right? Or more so than this. That was something. That was nothing, right? So a lot of times dudes like you don't like you to be more than them or what they think is more than them. They have a problem with that. So he used to be in the smartest one in the room. Maybe he's the cutest one in the room, something like that. I ain't studying that. Right? I ain't studying that. I'm telling you, listen, I go out with dudes, and I've never went out with somebody more than once, because it's always an epic fail. Always, right? Yeah, he was short, and I don't like short dudes, and I don't like to hurt nobody's feelings. See, that's my problem. People will hurt my feelings before I hurt theirs. And I only hurt theirs after, when I get mad. Now I'm gonna tell you about your whole self, right? And make you jump off the building. But I don't like to hurt people's feelings, so I ain't gonna say, nigga, you too short. You see I'm 6 feet tall, right? And I guess, the heels, I had on the heels, and so, that was too much for him, and he felt like a little dude, right? But every time he walked up there to get the bowl, and it's something he did with his legs, I just didn't like it. It was just so turned off. I was so turned off, right? Janice Hill, take your cookie off the table. I got to check that out too. I don't read books anymore. I listen to them. My audio books, I love them, right? I'm going to check that out. Take your cookie off the table. Let me put that in my notes so I don't forget. Take your cookie off the table. Hold on. Take your cookie off the table. Let me put that in my notes because I'll forget that. Take your cookie off the table. You got to do that. See, listen, book. Take your cookie off the table. I'm an avid reader. Take your cookie off the table. Off the table. Okay. Yeah, I'm an avid reader, right? But now I'm since the pandemic, I've got addicted to the audiobooks. I love the audiobooks. I use my Cleveland library card. I use my Charlotte library card. I use my Atlanta library card, and I subscribe to Audible every month, right? Now, let me tell y'all something what was so strange about Atlanta library. in Atlanta, Georgia. So when I go to the library, anytime, wherever I go, I don't care if I'm just visiting, I'm going to go to the library if I'm be there for any amount of days because I like to read, I like books, I like researching. So I go to the library, I'm looking for the urban section. I'm looking for the urban section. Those are the books I like to read. They ain't got one. Is we in Atlanta? They ain't got no urban section. They books all mixed together. So you gotta know the author's name. Now I do know some author's name, but I don't know all author's name. When you go to the urban section, all the authors are there. You go off the title, you pick the book you want. I was so disgusted. I'm so disgusted with them. I'm so disgusted with them. Even in Charlotte, they had the urban section, right? I ain't never went nowhere they didn't have an urban section. I was so disgusted with them. But like I said, I'm on Audibles. Love me some Audibles. Every day when I get up, I don't listen to the radio because I get up so early. I listen to my book all the way there, all the way back. I can listen to a book in a few days time, 3 days time tops, 4 days tops. And when you listening to the books, the people are put you right there. You so right there because of their voices and I just love it. But yeah, we have to listen, I haven't given up on black men. I'm never gonna give up on black men. Never. I'm never going to date a white man. I'm never going to date outside of my race, period, because I'm not attracted to them. I like big black men. But I need y'all, everybody on here, I need y'all right now to go on IG, or not now, but go on IG and look up Big Daddy Kofi, Kofi. Big, handsome black man. That's what I like, them kind like that. Big black. I'd rather be big and, big than little bitty tink tinks. I don't like little bitty tink tinks. I remember before I left Cleveland, I had this guy who was working on my house for me, right? Upgrading my house. Barnes & Noble, urban section in Broadway. That's how you find the authors, exactly. And had an urban, right, mine's had an urban section. That's what I'm saying. I was disgusted. Matter of fact, I went to the library because I had to register to vote. I had just got here and it was almost close to the deadline. And that's why I went to the library initially, because I had to register to vote. So I said, well, let me give you a couple books while I'm here. I'm looking for the urban section. They ain't got one. Huh? Where we at? Right? We in Utah? Where is we at? They said they mixed up together, so now you get to figure out what author, But anyway, I'm just listening to my books, But I love going to the library. I love reading. I love reading. But I read anything. But I really love urban books. I really love urban books because they're so descriptive, and they put you right there, right? They put you right there. This is why I told you I need that time. I need that time. I'm trying to figure it out now. How I'm going to get that time and not work for 90 days. I don't know how we going to do that. I might have to find me a boyfriend. I already got to find me a boyfriend quick, y'all. I don't know if they make them like they used to. I don't think they do. I be watching these shows and Fairy Tale Land, and they meet the guy, and he take care, he do all the stuff. Like today I had to go to the store. I told you I went to the store. I had to get the water. I get the 40 bottles of water from Walmart. That thing is heavy. I'm tired of carrying that. Now, when I lived in Charlotte, I would get 3 of them at a time, but I had it up and down, so I come right in the front door. But I'm tired of that. You have made my night. I'm glad. I'm telling you, they was jean, and they wasn't even, listen, I didn't even like the jean of the jean, the fabric of the jean I didn't like, right? I ain't like, and I think he was uppity. I don't like uppity dudes either. I don't like uppity dudes. I'm a regular person. I like nice things, but I'm a regular person, right? I'm down to earth. I can communicate with whoever. I go from the crack house to the penthouse, right? But he was uppity. I'm pretty sure he was uppity, right? And listen, y'all, he had a Toyota. Was it a Toyota? He had a Toyota something, right? Not new. Toyota something. But when you open the door, the emblem show. Now, my brother got that. He got a BMW or a Benz or something. He got a Benz, right? They do that in them kind of cars. Child, he had the emblem on the little Toyota. Was it a Toyota Nissan? It was something, right? I said, oh, look at him. And I think he might impress certain women with that. That don't impress me, sir. My brother got that with his Benz. That don't, whatever he got, BMW, Benz. Matter of fact, my daughter-in-law got it with her BMW. I think my brother got a Benz. But that don't impress me. I seen that before. I didn't even say nothing when he opened the door, because he was gentlemanly. He opened the door. I didn't even say nothing. Act like I didn't even see it. But I think he was used to being, wow, what? How'd you do that? You got the light. You bought that? You know, I think that's what he wanted. And I think that's probably what he was used to. And I wasn't giving him that. I wasn't giving him that. I wasn't giving him none of that. None of that, right? But anyway, y'all, I wish tomorrow, listen, everybody in here on the live, if you have not subscribed, please subscribe. I'm a new YouTuber. Go back and like all my videos and do all that. I'm on TikTok too. Like me on TikTok. I'm on TikTok. I love me some TikTok, right? And I think I may go live, but you got to have a niche on TikTok. I don't know what I'm going to talk about. But I'm on TikTok. I'm dancing. I'm talking. I'm doing whatever I'm doing, right? Y'all follow me on TikTok. All my social media stuff is down in the description box. I'm going to try to put it in this. If I forget to put it on this one, it's on my other videos, right? It's on my other videos. You know, follow me on TikTok. TikTok, I love TikTok. TikTok is the best, right? It is so entertaining. I could be on TikTok for hours. I can be supposed to be sleeping, be on TikTok. I love TikTok. That's right. Support. That's right. And let me tell y'all something. I appreciate y'all. Now listen, I work. For the new people that don't know, I don't go live all the time every day because I work, right? And so the next time I go live will probably be Sunday. So I work Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Will probably be Sunday at 6 o'clock. Sunday, Monday, maybe Tuesday. I don't know, but sometimes I be tired, y'all. You know, it's just me. I got t-shirts too, y'all. New subscribers. Y'all family now, right? I'm going to need y'all. Jump in my email. Give me your name and address. Size and color. I got them in black, red. Make it happen for yourself. Live by that. Live by that. Make it happen for yourself. Ain't nobody going to do nothing for you but you and the Lord. Okay? Make it happen for yourself. Red, white, and black. I don't have any more 2X's, but I got, what I got? Extra large, large, medium, and small. Yeah. Red, white, and black. All right, y'all? New subscribers, welcome to the Jack Squad. I'm going to... I want everybody to have a good night. I really appreciate y'all. Y'all made my day. Let me tell you something. I was bummed out about my water pump, the parts not coming from my car right today. But y'all made my day, as usual, right? So listen, everybody be cool. Stay away from the heebie-jeebies. I'm glad you did, Denise. You was just scrolling something, my voice. I know I got a big mouth, child. I had a big mouth. Let me tell you something. I'm talking loud all my life, right? My grandbaby, I got twin grandbaby. Oh, my twin grandbaby. I got to call them. That's right. I got to go. They had their birthday party. They turned 4 years old today. They down in Texas. So I told my daughter, send me some pictures. They down in Texas. They turned 4 years old today. And the oldest twin is just like me. She talk loud. She love all the peoples and everything. She's just like me, right? I got to call them and see how the birthday party is going. They going to tell me about the birthday party. They turned... Hey, Kimmy. Thank you, Kimmy. They turned 4 today. So I got to go holler at them, y'all. Love y'all. Appreciate y'all. Night-night.